Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Sarah here. I haven't made a video in a really, really long time. I've been extremely busy with high school ending and all kinds of stuff. So, this video is going to be talking about all the events that went on from prom, prom weekend, graduation, project grad, and my graduation party. So, let's get started. So, prom. Prom was on June 5th, and it was amazing for me. I had a really, really great time, and it's definitely one night that I will never forget. So that day, I got out of school early with my prom date, and we went to the salon and we got our hair done, we got our makeup done, and we got all ready. And the day before, we actually got our nails done and all kinds of stuff. So, and turning back to that day, um, and then we went back to my house and we got our dresses on, we got our shoes on, and we got ready. And my family and my friends, they all came over. They took pictures with me and my date, and then we headed over to my friend's house where we took more pictures there. And then our limo showed up, which was really cool. It was a stretch limo, and it was white. It was really fancy. Like, I loved being in the limo. And then we went to the park and we took more pictures there. And then after we were done taking pictures there, we said goodbye to our parents, and then we headed off to prom. Now, when we arrived at prom, we took more pictures there, took pictures with the rest of my friends and all my teachers and stuff. And then when we got into the big party room, started dancing, had, a bunch of really fancy food. They had a photo booth there where I took a bunch of photos with my friends and my date, and they're all hanging on my vanity right now. I don't dare take them down because sometimes they tend to fall down a lot. So they had a color one and they had a black and white one. So it took a couple in black and white and then it took a couple in color ones. And then towards the middle of the night, the DJ said, "Okay, we're gonna slow things down a little bit for the couples." And I turned to my date and I'm just like, "Hey, can we dance together?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." So it was kind of awkward for us because we went as friends, so it was kind of awkward. But I was happy that she agreed to slow dance with me. And as we were slow dancing, we were looking around and looking at all the couples, and I started crying. And then she's like, "Why are you crying, Sarah?" And I'm just like, "I can't help it." Looking at everyone, it was making me really happy, and I'm just like, I cried because I got happy to share that moment with her. And just, I was thinking about graduation coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm just like, oh my god, we're gonna be graduating soon. This is it. Can't believe it. So then after the slow dance was over, the rest of the night went on, and towards the end of the night, they started playing all my favorite songs, and I started going wild on the dance floor, and I had a really great time. And then towards the end, like when the prom was over, when we were heading out, I lost my voice and I couldn't really talk for the ride home because when I was talking, like, my voice was very like raspy and like I could like barely talk. So my friends were just like, just don't talk, otherwise you won't be able to talk for prom weekend, you'll lose your voice. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And it was hard because in the limo, there were still most of my favorite songs are playing, and I'm just like, I can't sing to these, this is really bad. So I'll show you a picture of me and my date. So obviously this is me, and then this is my date. We went as friends, and I've known her for 2 years, and basically, but we grew up in the same elementary school, middle school, and also high school. So moving on to prom weekend. Prom weekend, obviously the next day on Saturday, I didn't really do anything but like post the pictures and sleep and all kinds of stuff and get ready for a Sunday. Sunday, I went to the beach with a couple of my band friends, and we had a really great time. And it was kind of cold, it was kind of windy, and the water was kind of cold. We didn't really stay in the water for too long. It was really cold and the rocks were kind of bothering my feet, so we just went back. And then when we were done, we went to my friend's house. One of the guys and his mom barbecued for us, and there was food there. And then we went to his pool, and then when it started to get dark, there was a little bonfire, like a little in a fire pit, and we had some s'mores and stuff like that, and it was great. And we were just reminiscing on the day that we had and stuff. And then the next day, Monday, was senior skip day, And obviously I decided to skip because I was just like, I deserved to skip, because I was there all year round. I would go on days even when I wasn't feeling good because I'm just like, this will all be worth it for senior skip day. So that obviously we skipped that day, and they mark us as unexcused because obviously we're not in school and it's not an excused absence. So we went to I Play America. I went with the same group that I did on Sunday, which is really fun because I've never been there before and I've always wanted to go there. So when we went there, like, I had a really great time. We went go karting, we went laser tagging a couple times, and we went out, we had pizza, and there was a whole bunch of events that were going on when we were there. We did bowling, we played some games. It was really fun. And yeah, now moving on to the next one, graduation. So, graduation was another memorable event in my life that I will never forget. So, obviously, in the morning, I got my hair done, and the day before, I obviously got my nails done. Because you always want to get your nails done, beforehand. That way, it's like not the day of where you're running around doing so many things. So, I got my hair done, put my cap on, went back to my house. I got my dress on, and, then my friends and my family came over and they took pictures with me, and then I put my gown on and I took pictures in that, and then we headed over to the ceremony. At the ceremony, I obviously took more pictures with my friends, and then as we were sitting there, I was listening to all the speeches, and they were really good, surprisingly. Like, I thought that they weren't going to be that good, but I remember, like, all the speeches and stuff, and then it came time for us to go up there on the podium for our names to be called. And my whole line, like, we were all feeling, like, really, really nervous. My heart was beating. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, this was it. This is, the moment I've been waiting for all my life. And it was finally coming to that day that I thought would never come. So then finally they called my name, and then I walked up, I shook the lady's hand, and then I walked over. And then obviously the rest of the ceremony went on. There were more speeches that were made, which were really, really good. And then finally came the moment where we moved our tassels, and then I just cheered. I was just like, yes, we did it. And then we walked back to, go get our diplomas. And then as we were walking back, I looked over to the band that was playing, and I'm just like, I started to lose it. I started crying, and I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm not really going to be with them that much anymore, that I've gotten to know them for the past 4 years. And that was like all my life. Band was my whole entire life. And I just couldn't believe that that's a part of my life that I have to kind of let go as I move on to bigger and better things. And then finally we went back to the line, and then the lady handed us our diplomas. And then I had to go look for all my closest friends and give them hugs because, like, I had to hug them. I was so emotional. I was crying, like, as I went up to them, just like, oh, Sarah, why are you crying? And I'm just like, I can't help it. I get very emotional with these type of things. And, I just couldn't believe it that, it was finally ending. And, I would have to say goodbye to so many people. And it's crazy. I just can't believe, still to this day, I can't believe that I graduated. So these were our little things. Like, they first handed us these red books, and then we went to go get our diplomas, and it was really, really nice. So then after the ceremony was over, I went outside to go look for my family and the friends that came to go see me. I took pictures with them, and then I headed back to my house to get ready for the next event, which was Project Grad. Now, Project Grad was really fun. We stayed up like all night doing fun activities. There was swimming there. There was like a bunch of like blow up like bouncy things that we could bounce on. There was rock climbing. There was sports. They had airbrush there, which I will show you guys. They gave us these white shirts, which say Project Grad on them. On the front, it says Project Grad. And then they airbrushed our shirts, which I got Sarah, and it says 15 for class 2015, which is really nice. I gotta admit, like, it came out really nice, and I love it. And so basically, like, I was just swimming mainly the whole time because I was trying to, like, stay up because I felt like I was gonna fall asleep. So when I was done with swimming, I came downstairs to obviously take a shower, and it was kind of creepy because I was the only one down there, and I was the only one taking a shower because I wanted to wash my hair, get all the chlorine out of my hair and stuff like that. And then I came back upstairs, and then I went to the bouncy house things with a couple of my band friends, and we had a good time in that. And then they told us, the night is kind of winding down, go up on the balcony and get, our shirts that were hanging over to dry. And then we came downstairs and there was a hypnotist there, which was really cool. It was really funny. I couldn't believe that, my classmates were being hypnotized. It was really, really funny. I wish I would have gotten there earlier, to be hypnotized myself because, it seems like a really cool thing, something that, like, people will always remember, like, oh, you were the one that got hypnotized. It was really funny. So, yeah, that was Project Grad. Now, moving on to the next thing, which is my graduation party. Now, my graduation party I had at my house, and I had all my band friends come over, and, a couple of my mom's friends came over too, and, there was a pool there. I decorated the whole yard, and I decorated the inside of my house, and it was a really great party. There was a lot of planning put into it by me and my mom, and then my mom's friend also helped out, and it just went, amazing. So I will show you a couple of the things that I got from, everyone who came. So this is a picture from prom with a couple of my band friends. Now, this one right here, she's the one who gave it to me. And on the back, she wrote me a little message saying, like, no matter where life takes you, you always have us to call home. And it's talking about prom and how, like, I have all of them in the picture, like, wherever I go, I can always come back to them and stuff. And, I'll always have them. And when she gave that to me, I'm just like, oh, that's really nice. So I hung it up over, there. And so this is a picture of me and my mom. I got this from my mom's friend from Color Guard, and it has a bunch of pictures from my Color Guard years, from basically all 5 years that I was in the indoor Color Guard, and it was really nice. She also gave my mom one, and it had more pictures of me and, like, basically all the years that she was a band mom for. So next thing is another picture frame, and I put the picture of my cake, and this is a picture frame that my friend got me, which was really nice. I thought that, it was really nice that she got me a nice frame like this. And then my mom got me this one, where obviously, as you could see, I had my tassel in it, and a picture of me that I took waiting in line, and I wrote EHS class 2015. And it's really nice, that way I don't lose my tassel, that I'll always have my tassel no matter where I go. And then basically all the other things that I got were just like small things, like, let me open this up. This is a nice watch that my mom's friend gave me. It's pink, it's diamond. She knows that my favorite color is pink, and it was really nice. So all the other things that I got were cards, and they had really nice messages in them, and obviously they gave me money, so I split half of the money up. Half of the money I'm using for fun for the summertime, then the other half I'm using for college, to pay for books and all kinds of stuff. And also I had this, like, box that, I said you could write me a message, so I have all these little notes that people wrote to me, which were really nice, and I'm putting them in, like, a special little album. That way I can go back to it and be like, this is from my graduation party and all kinds of stuff. And I forgot about these 2 Coke bottles that I got. They're glass, and they say class 2015 on it, and it says my name. And basically they're glass, obviously, and they're collectibles, so the person who gave it to me, she's just like, you don't have to drink out of them, you can always leave it like that. So I'm just, like, displaying it downstairs in the living room along with my diploma. So that's it. Those are all the events that happened to me, towards the end of the school year, that were very memorable for me, and that I won't forget, and that I really wish that I could go back and relive those moments again and again. I wish I could do it all over again. And since today is 4th of July, I want to send off this video by saying happy 4th of July. Hopefully everyone's having fun with their family, their friends, having fun barbecuing at the beach, going to amusement parks, and then towards the end of the night, which is my favorite, watching the fireworks. So have a good time, and see you guys next time. Bye.